Yes, students. Do you know why food is called a junk food? Because junk food has a very less amount of nutritional value, and these food items have high fat and sugar content, so which is not a very good for our health. So one should avoid eating junk food such as a burger and pizzas, noodles, candies, chips, which I have shown on the screen. So make sure that no one should have a junk food because it does not contain nutritional food. Okay. So remember that junk food is not a good for health. Now, as you all know that if we want to check whether there is a presence of fat in food item, then for that I'll show you one activity so that you will understand how to check whether there is a presence of fat in given food sample or no. Alright.
Understand? Test for facts. If we put a drop of oil on a paper, then it becomes partially transparent. For partially transparent objects, we use the word translucent. We will use this fact to test if the food contains fats or not. Take food sample on a filter paper. Fold the paper and crush food sample present in it. You may see a stain on the paper. Let the paper dry for some time so that if the food sample contains water, then it gets evaporated. Now observe the stain. If the stain is translucent, then it means that food contains fats. If not, then the food does not contain fats. Normally, you will see that foods such as groundnut, cheese, butter, chocolates, coconut, sunflower seeds and almond, they contains fats in it.
Yes. Now let us begin with the next nutrient, that is protein. So as you all know that protein is a very essential for all human beings. Even we can say for all living organisms. And proteins are nitrogen containing compounds. They are made up of small units. That small units are called as what? Amino acids. Okay. And here I'll start with the proteins, how it is very useful and how to check the presence of protein in given food items. Okay. Yes. So here you can see the picture of proteins. Okay. And as you all know that our body have some chemical substances like enzymes, hormones. Okay. So which are needed for our body processes to carry out. And protein is a very important component for these chemical substances. And chemical substances like enzymes and hormones are very important for carrying body processes. Remember that. And protein will help for growth and repair of our body cells. And proteins are called as a body building food. So here I'll write proteins are called body building food item. Remember, question may arise like which nutrients are called as a body building food. So you have to answer like protein. Okay. And here proteins are important for making bones, muscles, skin, cartilage, blood. So protein is very important for making bones, muscles, skin, cartilage, blood. And even it is very important for growth, repair and maintenance of body cells. And here one more important thing is that protein is a very rich in some of food items. So which are those food items? I'll show you that. And here one more thing is that protein will help us to fight diseases and infectious. Okay. And protein will help for building new cells as well as repairing worn out cells. Okay. And here proteins are obtained from both plants as well as animals. Here I'll show you some of examples such as the protein or the good sources of protein such as milk, egg, seafood, beans. I'll show you some of examples. Okay. So remember that protein is a very important for growth, repair and maintenance of our body. And these proteins are often referred as body building food item. Okay. Don't forget that proteins are called body building foods. Alright. Now let us move on to the further part of protein. Okay. So protein is an important component for every cell in our body. And here in your body parts such as hairs, nails, they are mostly made up of protein. So your body uses protein to build and repair the tissues. As you all know that I already said that protein also used to make enzymes, hormones and other body chemicals which are very essential and needed for to carry out the body processes. And proteins is an important building block of what? Bones, muscles, cartilage, skin, blood. Okay. So remember that proteins are very important for repairing body tissues. Alright. Next let us move on to further part. So let us have a look on the food items which are rich in protein. Some of vegetable food items which are rich in protein like pulses, okay, and animal sources such as milk preparation like butter, cheese, cream, meat, fish, egg. These are what? Some good sources of protein. Okay. Now here you can see milk is a very nutritious and it is a rich in protein. It also contains calcium for healthy bones. Egg is also rich in protein and even egg is rich in vitamin also. And next one is meat. So meat of animals such as goat, chicken, fish, prawns are eaten and these are also good sources of protein. And when we talk about pulses, pulses are the part of healthy balanced diet and have been shown to have an important role in preventing illness such as cancer, diabetes and heart diseases. Pulses are low fat sources of protein. So here you can see meat, pulses, egg, milk which are very rich in protein. Okay. And one more example, that is paneer. Paneer is also rich in protein. Now I'll show you the activity that tells you how to check whether there is a presence of protein in given food sample or no. As you have seen the activities to check whether there is a presence of fats and carbohydrates in a food. Okay.
Test for protein. To test if if the food contains proteins or not, we need to prepare a solution of copper sulfate. For that, we will mix about 2 gram of copper sulfate powder in 100 milliliter of water. We need to stir the solution well so as to have proper mixing of the powder. In similar way, we also prepare a solution of 10 gram of caustic soda in 100 milliliter of water. To carry out the test, we need the food in the form of paste. If the food item is solid, we will grind it to make its powder and then we mix it with small quantity of water. Once we get the paste of the food, we will take a sample from it into a test tube. We then add a drop of copper sulfate solution and about few drops of solution of caustic soda into the test tube. Check if there is change in color. If not, add one more drop of copper sulfate solution and few drops of caustic soda solution. If you observe violet color of the mixture, then it means that proteins are present in the food. Normally, proteins are present in food